Hello, I'm Segun Awolowo. I'm glad to be with you again today. I hope you've subscribed to this YouTube channel, Segun Awolowo. Search it on the internet and then subscribe. There are so many important information that will help you in doing business. So today we're going to be looking at something important, the importance of keeping records when it comes to the subject of business. It is important for you to know if you want to build any great institution, any lasting organization. If your vision or your goal or your objective is to develop something that will last long, you need to understand and pay attention to what we're talking about today. Record keeping. It's one of the lifeline of a lasting business. I tell you, say that again. Record keeping is one of the lifeline of a lasting business. It doesn't matter what you do, whether you sell or whether you produce or whether you provide services. No matter what you do, you must learn to keep record of all activities around your business. A lot of times people do business and then they don't even have any trace of what has happened in the last 2 years, not to talk about the last 5 years of their business. If you are doing business and you have started business and it's 5 years already, I congratulate you. But one of the things that will help you to stand the test of time is this subject of keeping records. You need to pay attention to it. Now, I understand that you have to start all alone and you're running it all by yourself, and then as the business is growing and expanding, it's overwhelming, it's becoming cumbersome. The activities are going beyond your capacity. You just struggling and managing to cope with the demand that is coming for the business. Things are working out and then the pressure is on you. You don't even have all the time to follow up with the records, and then you're not able to keep all the facts and figures together. I understand all of these things, but this is one of the things I would advise you to do. As you grow, it is advisable that you get someone who is going to be responsible for these that we're talking about. Keeping record, daily record, weekly record, monthly record. It's very important. And let me tell you this, one of the things you have to pay attention to is you get to a point that as your business grows, you need to expand. And then in expanding your business, you may need to approach financial institutions to give you a support for the business growth. And one of the things that you will be asked for, to be requested of you, is your record. I'll tell you, no institution will give you money without seeing your records, your past records, not even your present record, your past records. Without this, it becomes difficult for you to be able to attract resources. Even if you are going to get investors, people who are going to invest into your business, people are going to support your business one way or the other, even if it is going to be angel investors. One of the things you can use to convince them is to give them facts and figures about how your performance or your performances have been in the past few years. And without keeping records, you will not be able to give accurate figures. And because if you tell lies, they're going to get you how, they're going to pull you how. It's going to be obvious that you actually not, the figures are not adding up together. So that's why it is important. If you think about expansion in the years to come, you must begin to keep record from now. How to do this? Number one is to get somebody from outside. If the workload is becoming overwhelming for you that you cannot do, I understand you have to start from somewhere, but as you grow, engage someone who is going to be responsible for this record keeping. Your stocks, sometimes you don't even know whether you are gaining or you are losing. You're just carrying out activities. You don't even know whether you are making progress or you are not making progress, because there are no records to show. And this is very important. If you are dealing with products, you need to be able to track the movement of your product. If you are selling, you need to know how much you are selling, how much product you have in the store, how much of the product you need to get inside, and to do replacement and all of these things. You can only get this far when you have records. Apart from that, even if you are providing services, you need to be able to know how many clients are you servicing, how many jobs have you done this week or this month, and all of these things are very important to business growth. Apart from record keeping about your product or your services, it's important for you to be able to keep record about your finance, your inflow, your outflow. I mean, it's important, your expenses and your income. You cannot do business without keeping these records. You are not doing business if you don't have, except all you want to do is just to do business about what to eat and what to drink. You just get money and then you eat and then you are fine. The next day you are just waiting for business to happen again. You collect money. One of the things I would advise you is you must have a bank account. You can't do business. You're doing business for 5 years and then you don't have an official account for the business. You are not doing business. You're just wasting time, and that's not what you're doing. You're just carrying out activities. You can't be doing business, serious business, without having at least a bank account for your business. I'm not talking about your personal name now. I'm talking about a business name, because part of the things you must have done if you have done business, you can't even do business effectively if you don't have. It's talking about branding. We spoke about branding. That one of the things you have to do, you must have registered your business. Those who do that, you engage them, they help you to go through the process. After you have done registration of your business, is to get an account opened in the name of the business. And this is what I will tell you, in paying attention and working with keeping records, you must insist that every inflow that comes to you goes directly into the company account. It is important. I know you are the founder and the sole proprietors and everything about the business, the founder and everything, but this is what I would advise you. If you want to grow a sustainable business that will stand the test of time, you must have an account, and every of your inflow should go through that account. You don't use your personal name to run a business. It may not be effective. So you run through the platform where people pay directly into that account, and it helps you every month to be able to trace and check how well you have performed. This is very important. Most of the times what business owners do is you get inflow and then you keep spending from the inflow immediately. It's out of place. What you do, get inflow and then move the money to the bank and let it enter the account, and even if you're going to move the money back, it is still okay, but let it go in first into the account or bank account, and then you can now do your expenses afterwards. This is very important. The day somebody is going to come into that business, it's one of the things they're going to request for is to see your performance, your inflow and outflow in the last few months or few years. And then when they see that it's regular, it becomes difficult for people to be able to entrust you with more resources. This is critical. Keep record of your stock. Keep record of your inflow, your finance and everything. And part of the records you also want to keep is that if you have an organization properly set up, you need to know how many people walk into your organization every day, how many people walk out of the organization every day. This will help you to establish a strong structure and system. It's part of the culture that must be cultivated. Your system building, building a proper structure helps the organization to become strong and solid and to be able to compete in other platforms in the days to come. I hope this has helped you today. Get someone to keep your record and then make sure that the money that is coming to your business is going straight to the bank account. If you don't have a bank account, you need to do something about it now. I'm talking about now. Get your business registered, open the bank account for it. All of this you can do within 7 days. It can happen within 7 days, and then you have an account attached to your business, and then you can begin to run the account effectively and waiting for when the opportunity will show up. I hope this has helped you today. Do something very important. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, Segun Awolowo, and I see you at another time. God bless you.